In today's world of digital technology and smartwatches, one type of timepiece continues to hold its value: vintage watches. These aren't just tools for telling time, they are history, art, and often an excellent investment. Join us now as we delve into the fascinating world of vintage watches, exploring their enduring appeal and why they continue to capture the hearts and minds of collectors and enthusiasts alike. In the world of horology, vintage watches have proven their durability and inherent value over decades, even centuries. While modern watches depreciate quickly, much like cars, vintage mechanical watches often appreciate in value over time. One key reason is the remarkable craftsmanship inherent in these older timepieces. Unlike many modern watches assembled by machines, vintage watches were often the product of hundreds of tiny, intricate steps, each performed by a skilled artisan. This meticulous hand assembly, using traditional techniques and tools, resulted in watches built to last, their movements designed to be repaired and maintained for generations. This commitment to enduring quality has allowed vintage watches to withstand not only the test of time, but also to emerge as sought-after treasures. The limited supply of vintage watches contributes significantly to their desirability and value. These timepieces are no longer in production, their numbers finite and dwindling as the years pass. Each vintage watch becomes a unique artifact, a surviving example of a specific moment in horological history. Consider the Rolex Submariner, a watch born for underwater exploration. A Submariner from the 1950s, with its distinctive bezel and luminous dial, is not merely a watch. It is a portal to a time of daring adventurers and underwater discovery. This connection to the past, coupled with its limited availability, makes it a highly sought-after prize for collectors. Vintage watches offer us a tangible link to the past, each tick of their movements echoing with historical significance. Some have graced the wrists of iconic figures, their stories intertwined with those who wore them. Imagine for a moment the Rolex Daytona, owned by Paul Newman. This watch, with its distinctive dial and racing pedigree, is more than a timepiece. It is a symbol of Newman's legendary coolness, his passion for speed, and his enduring legacy as a cultural icon. Beyond celebrity connections, vintage watches often bear the marks of historical events, silently witnessing pivotal moments in time. Each vintage watch, with its unique history and provenance, offers a window into the past, allowing us to connect with bygone eras in a tangible and personal way. The world of vintage watches reveals the artistry and precision of human ingenuity. Unlike many modern watches, which are often mass-produced, vintage timepieces are the result of meticulous craftsmanship, each component carefully shaped and assembled by hand. The movements, often described as the heart of a watch, are marvels of micro-engineering, with tiny gears, springs, and levers working in perfect harmony to keep time. The watchmakers of yesteryear were masters of their craft, their skills honed over years of dedicated practice. From the selection of the finest materials to the delicate finishing touches, every step in the creation of a vintage watch was imbued with a commitment to excellence. This dedication to quality is evident in the watches themselves, which continue to function flawlessly decades after they were made. The limited supply of vintage watches, coupled with their enduring appeal, has led to significant value growth over the decades. Investing in vintage watches has become an increasingly popular alternative asset class, attracting seasoned collectors and newcomers alike. Unlike stocks or bonds, which can be volatile and unpredictable, vintage watches offer a tangible asset with a proven track record of appreciation. For example, a Rolex Submariner purchased in the 1950s for a few $100s could now fetch tens of thousands, even exceeding $100,000, depending on its condition and rarity. This remarkable appreciation is a testament to the enduring allure of these timepieces and their increasing desirability in the global marketplace. Understanding the nuances of specific models, their condition, and the intricacies of the vintage watch market is essential for making wise investment decisions. As we have journeyed through the world of vintage watches, we have witnessed their timeless beauty, their historical significance, and their remarkable investment potential. These are not mere timekeeping devices, they are miniature works of art, each with a story to tell and a legacy to uphold. If you seek a connection to the past, a piece of history that you can hold in your hand and admire on your wrist, then perhaps it is time to explore the captivating world of vintage watches.